I'm 200 pages in. It's spoiler talk time. Before we get into that, I want to make something clear. I have nicknames for them because I can't pronounce all their names correctly. So Chu Wenning, if that's how you pronounce his name, unfortunately his nickname is going to be Choo Choo Train. Don't ask why, it just came out that way. Moron, I think I'm saying his name as Moron instead by accident, and that's unfortunately his nickname. So I'm very sorry. Shimei, either I'll keep saying his name Shimei or an accident it'll come out as Mei Mei. So just letting you all know. This book already is very much more violent than any of the Dame that I've recently read. So far I've kind of been only MXTX, so we're branching out, you know. I don't count the Tyrant's Disabled Vet Fish because that shit is nothing but goofy, lovable, adorable plot and fluffiness. If you want a Dame that's so much like just fluffy, that one is the one to go. But this one is definitely not that way. For one, I really feel bad for Choo Choo Train because after they finished dealing with that awful family with the perfume thing, like, I was all for Chu and just like ending that line just a little bit. I'm not going to, no one else can disagree with me. Like, okay, that family deserved to get destroyed. They all did. And I have a theory. I don't know, but in my gut, I really wonder if Choo Choo Train also might remember his past life feelings. I don't know. Something in my gut is like, did you, because like some of the things Moron said, they're not the same as they were in his past life. I'm all thinking like butterfly effect, of course. So like if you do different things, it could happen. But I don't know. It's just a theory. It's honestly, it could just be nothing but a theory that I'm just guessing. But this is clearly enemies to lover. But I feel so bad for him. He's so alone. It's so depressing. And he's a tsundere. He clearly has feelings for him. And he shows it in the weirdest fucking way. I'm just saying. You stabbed one of your students. And then you asked him, does it hurt? Yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt. Okay, although there's one funny scene that is completely, just these two are clearly unhinged, that I just want to reference earlier on, where this motherfucker literally tells him that he's going to fuck him to death. And it just reminded me of that scene from Has Been Hotel where Lucifer just tells Adam he's going to fuck him, and he meant to say fuck you up. So I don't know, these two are clearly unhinged, and it makes me wonder, these two boys are clearly emotionally inept, and they're going to be playing fucking cat and mouse this entire fucking way. You know, it kind of makes sense because he's a dog and Shizun's a cat because he's cold and so, like, y'all need to meet more cats because some cats are very lovable and cuddly. And I just feel bad. What made you this way, Choo Choo Train? Why are you so introverted? Why do you feel so, like, if Hwa-chan had really bad self-esteem, Chu Wenning over here has really bad self-esteem, and he's like introverted. He's like always alone. He's dealing with his own pain. He's trying to treat his own wounds. It made me want to cry, and this is way too early. This is only the first book. And he has feelings for Moron. And I'm just like, but why? Why do you both have feelings? Is that why you let Shimei die? Or Shimei evil? Am I the only one that thinks Shimei might be a little bit evil? Just a little bit. Because they're saying that he's so good and pure and all that shit. I'm just like, I don't buy it. I really don't. There has to be a reason that he let him die. And then the whole timeline just fucked itself. So right now, I think Choo Choo Train might also be reborn and trying to do things a different way and treat Moron at least somewhat more gentler. Although that 18 whips did not count for gentle because that sure as hell fucked somebody up. And that Shimei might be a little demon. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. However, your girl is getting a little ahead of herself because I might just binge read this entire series until the next one comes out. And I don't really want to do that because money. But if I get obsessed with a new book series or something, I'm going to hyperfixate on it and I might spend money. But I'm going to, it's Tsubasa all over again. Oh my God, help me. Try to be good. I'm gonna try to be good. I'm clearly going to finish this. At least by like fucking Monday. Depends if I feel like reading this right now. I wanna take a break from what is about to be an emotional scene from these two. And I've been reading Hanagram fanfics because I've been on a Hannibal kick. So I have 2 episodes left of season 2, and then I might move on to season 3. We don't know yet. I have a problem. But it's okay. It's not like I'm buying physical copies or anything because my bookshelf is getting too full. I also want to admit that I saw the 5th book cover of this one and it is gorgeous and I kind of want to buy it. But it would make no sense to have volume 1 and 5 only. So if I like the series, I'm gonna kind of keep reading it. I mean, these chapters are very short, to be honest. Like, every chapter is, like, probably 10 pages or less. Sometimes these chapters are, like, 3 pages, which is weird. Because I'm used to Heaven's Official Blessing, even Scumvillain, and, like, Grand Domestic Cultivation. Even the fucking Tyrant's Fat Fish were, like, 15 or 20 pages each. So, this is it flies by, which is good, because emotional trauma. So, these boys need therapy. Also, how old is Chu Wenning? I have questions because Moron over here is 16. How old are you, sir? How old are you? Sidetrack, little note here. If I do in fact buy the series, this is the only reason why I bought 1 book. I'm going to have to rearrange my bookshelves because your girl is weak and she might have pre-ordered the 1st edition of the hardcover back of Heaven's Official Blessing, even though I have that in both comic and actual paperback, so I might have a problem. So some dame has to move, or some manga. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out, okay? Because it's too early to say, but I definitely want this series on my bookshelf more than I wanted Scumvillain. I'm very sorry for the Scumvillain fans. If you even watch this, I hope you don't. I did read all 4 books. It was 3 out of 5, okay? If that's all you need to know. You don't need to know my opinion on it. It's not. If you love it, you love it. That's good, okay? I just personally don't. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to try to finish this book by maybe Monday or Tuesday. It depends on how I'm feeling, okay? You know, and hopefully I won't cry. If I cry in the 1st book, I do not want to know what I'm going to do for the 2nd book. Does this series get better, or should I prepare my emotions? And if so, which book is the one that's going to make me cry? I just want to know. I just want to make me cry, not angry cry, okay? Heaven's Official Blessing made me angry cry, and that made me take forever. So, if I'm just going to be upset and crying, I'm cool with that. Just don't make me angry, okay? Anyway, bye. Finished it. Spoiler talk time. It's clear that Chu Wenning has, like, issues with himself, right? Like, he thinks very lowly of himself and everything, and the only reason he most likely has a crush on Moron is slowly because this motherfucker picked him just, like, to be his teacher because he said he looked gentle, which surprised him because he already knew that he has a bad personality, looks mean and stuff and cold, so he didn't give a crap. This is the first time someone actually genuinely picked him over anybody else, which to him is probably confusing, but also he's like, oh my god, there's someone who actually saw me. Would have been great if both of them weren't emotionally stunted motherfuckers. Like, I don't know what happened in Chu Wenning's past to make him think so lowly of himself that he would be okay with basically sacrificing his health and body for people who will never thank him for all the things that he's done. And I'm just like, this can't be healthy, but also Moron doesn't like people because he thinks people treat him badly because of how he grew up and stuff like that. It's not his fault that he grew up in a brothel, like anything. That's literally not his fault. And people act like it is his fault. And like, these two should never have met if they ever should have. It should have been under different circumstances, like preferably when they were grown-ass adults each other and not this. I honestly don't want to say there's like a power imbalance because like, he doesn't really spend time with Moron. If anything, he tries to ignore him because of his crush. So it's just like, the misunderstanding between the two of them is seriously just fucking annoying. Moron, he can't have any brain cells in that head of his. He really can't. He's good looks and everything, and that's all he ever is. I don't care if he's a 30-year-old in his fucking 16-year-old body. He is still stupid as fuck. Because, dude, how are you going to still hate someone who's sacrificed so much for you and, like, Shime and your fucking cousin, even though your cousin is a son of a bitch? Like, he had to see, like, he's like, always like, why didn't you ask for help? But, like, also mad that he might have asked for help. And, like, he's overly possessive. Moron is still possessive. He still thinks like a 30-year-old who thinks he has claim to Chu Wenning, when in reality, you're 16, you don't have claim for nothing. He can say, oh, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. Okay, but, like, dude, If you hated him, you would have only slept with him once. I think once would have been enough. But you kept sleeping with him. In my book, you have to at least tolerate the person that you're sleeping with multiple times, right? I get it. Neither one of these two idiots know what love feels like. I don't know what love feels like either. But even I'm just like, okay, but like, you two are very stupid to not at least try to analyze your emotions. Do these morons not analyze their emotions to understand why it's confusing? Is that not a thing that people do? I thought it was something that they did. Okay, well, it should just be me. But like, dude, you slept with him multiple times. And also, when you were half asleep and you thought you were 30 years old and Chuan was still alive, yada, 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 in the adult form, you gave him a sweet little kiss in the morning. Okay? You weren't mean. You weren't evil. You just gave him a sweet little kiss. In my eyes, that means you secretly like him. You know you're a cut sleeve, but you won't admit that you have feelings for Chuan. Because for some whatever reason, this motherfucker really is just delusional as hell that he actually loves Mei Mei. I'm just like, do you love him or do you just crave him? Like, it's the most unrequired crush I've ever seen in my entire life. And after everything that's happened, and after realizing that Chuan does self-sacrifice so much for everybody, you still think he let Mei Mei die on purpose and didn't have a valid reason. This is why the ending of the book pisses me off, solely because, again, Chuan is sacrificing his well-being and everything, and is still not being acknowledged for everything that he's done. And fucking Mei Mei is. This motherfucker has been asleep during 2 fucking dangerous situations, and he will still get praised no matter what. Like, moron, at this point, you're just in fucking denial. I want to point out that I knew Mei Mei wasn't going to wake up from that dream. There's something about him, and it's just, he might make light of the fact that his cultivation is like really weak and stuff like that, and that he's a pretty face and everything, but I bet you he hates it. He hates it. He hates being weak. He hates all of this. And he's only nice to Moron because he thinks that he can get something from him. I 100% feel like Mei Mei is just a backstabbing son of a bitch. I really do. I'm not surprised that his cousin didn't wake up because his cousin's just a fucking moron. I really hope it, like, in, like, I don't know, the second book, hopefully it comes to light that it was Chuan in Mei Mei's body and not actually Mei Mei. I want him to be acknowledged for once that he actually is a decent person. Okay? Like, he does so much for his students and he never gets acknowledged. I really want him to get acknowledged for all the things that he's done for his students because it's not fair in my eyes. But like, life is never fair, right? So this codependency thing that these two idiots have going on, like, that needs to be worked through. Hopefully the relationship gets healthier in the future. I don't really know. There is a warning in the beginning of this book, so like, I doubt anything healthy in this like relationship. But like, I hope they get better. I hope they communicate because communication is key in any relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic. I'm just saying. And I just hope that, you know, Moron grows a brain cell. We'll see. I do plan on buying the other books. Whether I want to buy the physical or the Kindle right now is depending on financial situations. And I am getting the second book. I definitely will this Friday, 100%. So I probably won't start reading it until like next week, but I want to finish what I have on my TBR. But I clearly want to keep reading this because I fucking hate cliffhangers. I know this book is probably going to emotionally ruin me because this book has legitimately probably been the first book that's made me cry out of sadness and not anger. Which, goddamn, I didn't want to be slapped by a book, but Jesus Christ, here we are. I don't know. Wish me luck on this journey with these two idiots. Please grow a brain cell, one of you, and learn to communicate. My money is on Moron being the one to learn how to communicate because let's be honest, Chuan does not do people. And like, bro, I get you, but like, please learn how to talk. Though granted, this man is like 27 years old right now, right? So like, that's probably not going to be a thing. Come on, both of you. Why the fuck do you both have to be tsunderes who are emotionally stunted? Why is that a thing? Anyway, I want to make a little challenge for me. I want to try to read all these books up until book 6 coming out in August. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't even know if I want to continue after book 2. Does it get better? Does it get better? And also, someone please tell me one of these motherfucking books are going to make me cry even worse, right? Because the first one already broke me. The second one, I don't fucking know. Wish me luck. Anyway, bye.